And so it really is, you know, once the train starts, so once you get to 300 subscribers, then you know, I could put out a challenge to you to get to 500.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
which seemed impossible to me.
Yes.
Remember, you and I both started with 0 subscribers.
Yeah. As does everyone.
Yeah. And we didn't do anything. And so I would say 300, you've got a very good chance of getting to 1,000. So it's now September. I would think that certainly by early 2021, you could be at 1,000 subscribers.
Nice. I can see a kind of link between LinkedIn followers as well, because I track how long it takes to get to my next 1,000 followers.
Yes.
And I know back from, it was about when I was at about something like 4,000 followers, to go from 4,000 to 5,000 took me 99 days. But these days, I'm almost at 30,000 now.
Wow.
And the jump from, let's say, 28,000 to 29,000 was like 13 days.
Yeah, exactly. So the same thing happens on YouTube.
It just goes down, you know. So
yeah, exactly the same thing happens on YouTube. And so it's actually less effort. But the other thing that I would encourage you to do is really dig into the analytics. YouTube has got so many people who are giving really good information about the analytics. Yeah. And so so I would really just watch those videos and get to know at least some of the numbers. And so even if you're not a data person, I know you and I both are, but even if you're not, it is worth it. And that's even more important, I think, than counting your subscribers, because and then so you really have to navigate your mindset as you're going through this and say, okay, my next goal is not 300 subscribers or 500 subscribers. My next goal is to do better YouTube, to do better thumbnails in Canva. Yeah. So I'm going to watch 3 videos on how to do thumbnails and how to get my writing. My thumbnails are still a work in progress, because then I know that if I've got the right title and the right content, and the thumbnail, then when people see the thumbnail and they're going to make that split decision, do I click or not? Then, so there's another thing that I'll just show you very quickly, which is really good for you, actually. I fortunately realized so when you create a video, so I've just gone into YouTube Studio, you can specify what some default settings for your video. Okay, so this is like pre-filled. You can always go and change it, but here's my pre-filled description. Here's the link to my social media and so on.
Okay.
And one of the settings that you can do on the channel, I think it is here. Okay, so I've got some standard keywords, but one of the settings, is it the advanced setting here? No, it might be under upload defaults, I think. Advanced settings is the category.
Okay.
Now I made a big mistake. I was thinking, oh, well, I had how-to videos and it was more of a people and blogs kind of channel. Yeah. I was thinking, you know, and those ones don't make as much money on the whole. Okay. Unless you're young and good looking like you are, but I'm not, right? And so, and you think about it, the people who are more science and technology or gaming or something like that, they're more like, the advertisers are more likely to spend money on that rather than somebody who's, yeah. So I changed my category from, I had a how-to and style. I think I might have even had education at one point. Okay. Well, you know, school teachers have never got any money, or academics, right?
Okay, so science and tech now.
So I made it science and tech. And that was my focus on my channel. So that now when advertisers, I'm assuming that this is relevant, that when so just having a lot of followers is not enough. Like you could have a comedy channel, but that's probably not going to generate much in terms of ad revenue, even if you get 1 million views. Yeah. But science and technology, I'm assuming that when people place their ads, they say, I want it on a science and technology channel. And the other thing is that the ad revenue gets gets set by auction. And so my ad revenue increased from $9.61 per thousand up to $10.67.
Okay.
Like you can see, it went $9.61 on the first day, $10.32 on the second day per thousand. This is how much that's not how much money I get. That's how much advertisers pay to get 1,000 views. And that's actually gone up to $14.48 from $9.61 in 2 days, 3 days.
Nice. Like it.
So,
like it. Oh.
But now it's gone back down again. So, I mean, who knows? But on average, you can see it's around there, $10.
Okay, awesome. Anthony, this has been fabulous. I think anyone who's watching this is now probably going to be even more motivated than they were before to try and grow a YouTube channel so that they can get some of that, the share of that advertising revenue, which is
I can tell you that once the very first payment came in and it was $21, because everybody was telling me, look, it's probably going to be like about 40 cents.
Yes,
and it'll pay for you for one coffee a month.
yeah, that's what I would have thought. So that's the fact that you're getting those results. That's amazing.
And of course, what I can do now is go back on the old videos, even without creating any new ones. I can go back to my old videos, tweak the descriptions, improve the thumbnails, put them in playlists. So if you're not familiar with those, I know you are. Playlists are a group of videos. And I might have a playlist with John Espirian in it, with one of your videos saying, here's how you can do analytics, like analytics beginners, or like 101 or something like that for YouTube. And then you and I might have that video that we would share. Yeah, so it's like super fascinating.
Yeah,
but yeah, I would say just fall in love with the analytics. I'd say that's the most important thing that you could do on YouTube. And fortunately on YouTube, YouTube itself, really unlike LinkedIn, YouTube have that creator studio, and they say, hey, we've got this new feature. It's just come out. This is what we do. Or we've retired this feature. People didn't like it. We realized that we dropped the ball there. So it's really wonderful. So they're constantly and it's just such a big audience compared to the small pool that LinkedIn is, right? Because we all know each other on LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's a lot more of a dark process on LinkedIn. You never get to find out exactly how it works until you do lots of experiments. But we'll definitely get this video shared up on LinkedIn, and I'll certainly be sharing this on my profile. And I'm sure people are going to find it useful. So yeah, just thanks a lot for going through that, Anthony. That's
You're very welcome, John. And and so I will just include a link at the end of this video. I'll include a link to your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, fab. That'd be excellent.
To your website.
Yeah, and YouTube channel. Wonderful.
And Content DNA is. I should be I should be charging you for this. No, give us a spiel about Content DNA, because you've just done so much for the LinkedIn community and for copywriting and so on.
Yeah, well, the Content DNA has been 10 years in the coming. It took 2 years to write it, and it's all about building a personal brand that is noticed and remembered and preferred. And there's some stuff on LinkedIn in it, but it's more foundational than that, because so many business owners just don't have a clear idea of what they stand for and how they want to write good content that gets noticed. So it's a guidebook to doing all of those things.
Yeah, wonderful. So thank you so much, John. Of course, I'll include a link to my YouTube channel and to my LinkedIn profile. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and especially subscribe to John's, okay? The poor fellow's only got 333 subscribers.
I'll get there one day, buddy. Thanks again for having me. Cheers.